بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome to day 5 of Qur'an Recitation Mastery. This video is the last part of Makhaarij-Ul-Huroof, which is the part 4. And then in the last lesson, we talked about letter Sad to letter Ghain. We already said we talked about the Makharij, where they are pronounced from, and the characteristics, the similarities in English, and the likes. So we have Sad, Bod, Bo, Vo, Ain, Ghain, and then Fa. In this lesson, we'll continue from letter Fa, letter Of, and then we will stop at the last letter, which is letter Ya. Letter Qaf is a consonant letter. It is pronounced from the tongue. That means it is a lisan letter. The makhraj is a lisan. It is similar to the Arabic letter Qaf, but characterized by its thickness and the throat is involved. When you are pronouncing letter Qaf, at first you might think it's a throat letter, but really it is a tongue letter. You pronounce it as of. It's your tongue that is doing the work, but your throat is just open it. So of, as in of. Then we have a letter of is similar to the letter Q in English, though not in every cases and not really. And that was why I said it's quite similar, not really similar. Because when you say Q is just like Q is actually from oral cavity, and then that's tongue. So when you pronounce letter Q as in quiet, that's not really the way of is pronounced. Of is pronounced as of, of, of. But in representation, when you're writing the transliteration of letters, you would have to represent it with Q in English. So we have of, as in of, of. So the next letter is letter Kaf. Kaf is a consonant letter. It is pronounced from the tongue, though it's similar to letter Qaf, but characterized by its flatness and throat is not involved. So you have letter Kaf, Kaf, Kaf. As you can see the difference, there is an obvious difference. There is a striking difference. We have just of and then Kaf. When you're pronouncing letter of, your lips would form a circular shape, while when you're pronouncing letter Kaf, your lips would be flat. So you have of and Kaf. Of is a tongue letter. The makhraj is a lisan. Kaf is also a tongue letter, but the characteristics is just that when you're pronouncing letter Kaf, the throat is not involved. So it's just the exact way you pronounce letter K in English, just like Ketu, king, and kong. So we have Kaf, Kaf, Kaf. And the next letter we have Lam. Letter Lam is a consonant letter. It is pronounced from the tongue. That means its makhraj is al-lisan. It is similar to letter L. Yeah, exactly. The way you pronounce L is the way you pronounce your letter Lam. So it's similar to L in English as in left, late. Oh, sorry, leg, late, lift, led, lead, led, and so on and so forth. So it's similar to letter L in English, just like lamb, lamb. We have letter meme. Meme is a consonant letter. It is pronounced from the lips. That is, its makhraj as ash-shafatayn or ash-shafatan. Anyhow, it is characterized by the lips closing plus air and sound coming from the nasal passage. So when you're pronouncing your letter meme, your lips would close at the end of the pronunciation, but at the beginning, your lips won't be closed, and then you would have to release a. So meme. It's only at the end of the pronunciation that your lips would be closed. But at the beginning of the pronunciation, your lips won't be closed. Thereby, you would have to release a. So it's similar to letter M in English, as in mat, make. Then we have letter noon. Noon is a consonant letter. It is pronounced from the tongue, characterized by the leaves. It is pronounced from the tongue. That means, oh, I made a mistake. I intended to write noon. Sorry. Okay, I think you would understand that. It is a consonant letter. It is pronounced from the tongue, and then it is characterized by the lips remaining open. Tongue remains behind the teeth and touches the back of the front upper teeth, plus air and sound coming from the nasal passage. This is just story. The simpler explanation is just that it is similar to the pronunciation of N in English, as in noon, N, noon, N. So there is no one, I don't think anyone can make a mistake with this, as it's just so similar and it's exactly the same way you pronounce your letter N in English, as in night, noun, name, and so on. So the next letter we have letter H. H can be written in either ways, either the first way I wrote it or as a small zero. So it's a consonant letter. It is pronounced from the throat. That means its point of articulation is al-halq. It is characterized by the sound coming from almost the chest, exactly, and that actually indicates the heaviness of it, or let me say the boldness at which you call your letter ha, as in ha. So when you pronounce letter ha, it's just the way you say, how are you doing this? So when you say how are you doing this, boy, you how maybe when you're in an angry mood, and you be like, how are you doing that? So the exact way you pronounce how is, yeah, ha, exactly. So ha. It is quite similar to letter H, but not really similar. But when you want to write it in English transliteration, you have to represent it by letter H. The next letter we have wow. It's a long vowel, just like alif, and it becomes a consonant when a movement mark is added to it. Movement mark, let's say fatha, kasra, and dhamma. So it is pronounced from the lips. Yeah, exactly. And then we can say the point of articulation of wow is ash-shafatain. It is similar to W in English. Exactly the exact same way you pronounce wow is the same way you pronounce your W, as in words. I mean, when you say well, wow, and then wine. So the exact way you pronounce the letter W in those cases is the exact way you pronounce your letter wow. So we have letter ya. Ya is also a long vowel, just like alif and wow, but it becomes a consonant when a movement mark is added to it. It is pronounced from the oral cavity, and we can say its makhraj is al-jawf. It is characterized by a widening of the lips and the tongue not touching any part of your mouth. So when you pronounce yeah, it's like letter Y, as in yeah, yeah, yeah. Then it's similar to letter Y in English, as in yes, young, and yolk. So the exact way you pronounce the letter Y is the way you pronounce your yeah. Now your exercises. As usual, find someone who knows how to pronounce Arabic well, Arabic letters well, and then let him or her hear you pronounce the letters. And of course, get yourself corrected. Also find the letters in the Quran and try pronouncing them. So click on the link below. I would drop a link for the self test so you can get access to it. See you in the next lesson. We are already through with our makhraj, but the topic we're doing now, which is makhraj. So the next lesson would be on forms of Arabic letters. So the way you won't always see Arabic letters written the way we've done, already in the Quran. It's written in different ways. So that's exactly what we are to do in the next lesson. See you in the next lesson. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Like this video, leave a comment and share to your friends. Assalamu alaikum once again.